Tonight we present the 2012 Champlain College Elevator Pitch Competition Finals, sponsored by Key Bank.
Okay, welcome everybody to the 5th annual elevator pitch competition. My name is Bob Block. I'm the director of the BYO Biz program, and I must say, if you had asked me 5 years ago if we would be ever holding a 5th annual elevator pitch competition, I would have wondered. But 5 years ago, Pat Boera and I and Kyle Dodson and Eric Ronas and Monir Greenbaum all sort of got together and said, wouldn't it be interesting to do one of these things? And here we are 5 years later, ready to start the 5th annual elevator pitch competition. I will be appearing later as one of our suits, but right now my prime responsibility is to introduce our president, Dr. David Finney. So let's welcome Dave to his own college.
Thanks, Bob. Welcome, everyone, to our 5th annual elevator competition. Bob wrote a bunch of remarks for me to deliver here tonight, and I'm going to not do it, Bob. We began this process this year with over 80 students, and we did it down to our finalists here tonight. Good luck, folks. I wish you could all win, but we had that conversation earlier tonight, and do your best. Tonight is always, each of the last 5 years, it's been, for me at least, a big night in the academic year. Because in many ways, this competition embodies what Champlain is really all about. This is about getting people ready, not just to go into the world from Champlain, but to go out there and make a mark. And we started a process several years ago of really reviewing and taking a good critical look at what we do as a college and how do we prepare students when they leave here to become leaders. And the fundamental assumption on which we base a lot of what we do and drives us to continue to do more is the simple belief that leadership skills are learned, you're not born with them. And we put together a curriculum. Champlain has always had the hallmark of professional programs. That's sort of the first leg of the stool. Second leg of the stool has to do with our core curriculum, which is a 4-year sequenced true curriculum as opposed to a collection of courses, which characterizes far too much of what goes on in higher ed, in my view. And so when students graduate from Champlain, they can write well, they can communicate effectively, and they can think critically. And we believe those are foundational attributes of any leader. And then the third leg of that stool, it's a Vermont metaphor, is in life skills. So we work with students on making them financially sophisticated. We work with them on community service because as future college graduates, they will have an obligation to give back to their communities. And we work with them also on career planning. It goes beyond career planning. It really deals with the notion that as a young person facing your professional future, you need to approach it with the attitude of an entrepreneur. You need to be entrepreneurial with your own life. And so those are the 3 legs of the stool here. We believe it constitutes a robust education. Certainly it's the most complete education we could dream up. We think it's the most complete education available out there. And it is, it's what we do here, and it's really working. Applications for admission are skyrocketing. Champlain is hot. We are preparing leaders for the future, and that is it's what we do. And tonight is Exhibit A in that vision. So, if you are among those who worry about the future of the country because of your encounters with this generation, prepare to get a little religion, because your faith is going to be restored tonight. So I've got a lot of people here I need to thank. First off, Bob Block and the BYO Biz program who organized this wonderful program. So Bob couldn't have done it without a lot of help, and so we want to thank the Office of Career Services, especially Pat Boera. Thank you, Pat. Speech and Communication, Eric Gronis is here somewhere tonight. Center for Service and Civic Engagement, Cal Dodson. Our lead team, Office of Advancement, Monir, thank you, and many others noted in your program. All partnered to come together to make a rewarding experience for our students, to help them be the best they can be, and to make it an entertaining evening for you tonight. I also want to extend deepest gratitude to Scott Carpenter, one of our celebrity judges, but also a college trustee and the KeyBank president. And KeyBank is sponsoring this special event for the 5th year in a row, and we would not be able to do it without the cash prizes that KeyBank provides. Thank you, Scott. So now it's my honor to turn the program over to a Champlain alum, class of '86, a current Champlain parent, Tim Cavanaugh. Tim, come on down.
I can't believe it's been 5 years, and I can't believe you ask me back every year for this. It certainly is so nice to see so many people up here. Every year it seems that we have a few more people in the audience, and I know that that helps with the students, and it helps with the whole experience that's going on here, because they're going to be going out there in the world and having to pitch in front of a number of different people. So students, how many is this a first-time experience for you? Oh, wow. Wow, no kidding. That's wonderful. All right. Well, let's go ahead and meet our celebrity judges. We already just talked a little bit about Scott, is the president of KeyBank, and certainly it can't be done without you. Why is this so important to KeyBank?
As David said, this is future leaders. These are skills that are in the real world, and it's just a heck of a lot of fun. This is not something I was doing in college, so
Right.
Great to watch.
We didn't have this when we went to school. Yeah, no, not at all. I went to school here, got a great education from here. My wife went to school here. We have 2 boys that are enrolled here at Champlain College currently. So it's a place that we truly believe in. Absolutely. And you had a complaint already about the candy?
No, I just wondered why I left it there, because there's some extra points.
You think there's bribes? You think there's bribes? All right. Everyone got one. Not just the banker. Scott, thank you very much. Hal, good to see you again.
Good to be here.
Yeah, you were appointed by the governor for Serve Vermont.
That's correct.
Tell the folks a little bit about that.
Well, Serve Vermont is a commission of the Corporation for National Community Service, so we administer the AmeriCorps State and VISTA programs. And I'm there to innovate and be creative and turn it inside out.
Turn it inside out. Look out. Don't mess with this guy then, right? 2 very successful businesses that you started up here in the Burlington area. Good News Garage, and the other one is Neighbor Keepers. Tell the folks about Neighbor Keepers.
Well, Neighbor Keepers is a community to connect people struggling with a lack of resources with community members who befriend them and help them create circles of support. So people can't succeed on their own. They need a cohort of people to believe in them and to help them make a difference.
Wow, that's inspiring in itself right there.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Karen Cross, co-founder of Fresh Tracks Capital. You also serve as managing director of the fund. Fresh Tracks is hosting, I think this is really unique, the annual pitch event on March 8th. How many skiers for our students up there? Lots of skiers? Okay, good, good. This is on March 8th at Sugarbush Resort. Entrepreneurs are invited to join a day of skiing, networking, and pitching their business ideas to investors and advisors. How many years has this been going on?
I think 7.
7 years?
And I want to point out I've eaten mine
Yo,
already.
so you need more?
It's funny. The banker is actually lending me this. I'm probably going to have to give it back
with interest. Be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you?
I'll get it back.
What type of investors and advisors would we see at Peak Pitch?
Tim, angel investors, some small venture capital funds, some bankers, believe it or not, actually. And for advisors, typically corporate lawyers and accountants and so forth. So
Wonderful.
about 120 people signed up so far.
No kidding. And that's March 8th.
March 8th.
And there'll be tons of snow.
After Thursday, yes.
Yes. Thank you. Jeff, welcome back.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you. Chairman of Landstar Systems, a very successful operation. Tell the folks about Landstar.
Well, Landstar has now been around for 30 years. It started with the Motor Carrier Deregulation Act way back in the 80s. And we have grown very much into logistics. It's now just short of a $3 billion company, all built around entrepreneurs, 12,000 independent business owners attached to the company, wonderful people, and much like the president was talking about, persistence, learn how to win, understand losing, show up every day, good things will happen.
Wonderful. Under your reign as president and CEO, recognized in Forbes Platinum list of best managed large companies and Fortune magazine's list of America's most admired companies. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's wonderful. Don Lancaster, class of 1989. Been to many church bazaars lately?
No.
No?
But I've got a great hat.
You have a great hat? Good. You didn't bring it though.
No, I didn't.
Don Lancaster went to school here and started a company and is vice president of it called Carve Solutions, which is a wonderful monogrammed soap company located right here, well, right in Williston.
Right.
In fact, you just moved into a new operation.
We did.
How's that going?
It's excellent, and we're growing and ready to move again.
All right, you're ready to move again already?
Next 60 days, we're moving down the road.
Bigger
Bigger operation.
because you just added on to your line recently, is that correct?
Absolutely.
And how's that going? You're doing this onto glasses now and things
We've
like
got
that?
glasses and tabletop. We've got Vermont woodenware coming down the pipeline, slate, you name it.
Look out, look out. Some of the highlights of Dawn is that she has been featured in a number of different, where's my notes on you? The Today Show, O Magazine, House Beautiful, MSNBC, and many other publications. Congratulations, that's awesome. Tom,
Yeah, Tim.
how are you, sir?
I'm fine, Tim.
NGA, it's like you're on trial here, right? Where were you on the night of?
I don't remember.
With that guy. You're gonna move your candy?
Wait, mine.
NGA Advantage is a newly formed company by you.
It is.
And what does it tell us about it?
What NGA Advantage does is bring the many advantages, economic and environmental, of natural gas to companies that are not located on a pipeline. In Vermont, we only have a tiny little pipeline that comes down from the Canadian border to Burlington and is basically going to be extended to Middlebury, but it leaves most of the rest of the state unserved. Since 2008, natural gas has gotten to be a much, much cheaper, and it's always been a cleaner source of energy than oil or propane. Companies that aren't located on a natural gas pipeline all of a sudden find themselves at an enormous disadvantage to companies that are. And so we're going to compress natural gas from the pipeline, deliver it in trailers, and bring natural gas beyond the advantages of natural gas beyond the pipeline.
To other communities.
To other
So
communities.
NG, Natural Gas Advantage.
Exactly.
See, that's what my Champlain education did.
That's very good.
Yeah. Hello, Martha.
Hi, Tim. None of us got peppermint patties done at this.
You didn't? Scott, what'd you do with them? You didn't?
You did? Just kidding, just kidding.
Just kidding. Did you get them? Did you take them?
You might have eaten them already.
You already ate them. Uh-huh. I see. Martha, this is your first year as executive director of the United Way. How's that going?
It's going pretty well.
Yeah?
Yeah, never a dull moment.
I bet it's not. How's the goal going?
The goal is we're very close, but we're gonna call it successful and move on because we're feeling like people have given and they've been incredibly generous in the state, and it's time to close the book and say we're gonna move on to a new year.
Good. And what was the goal for this year?
4 million.
4 million, and you're very, very close.
But, you know, if any of these gentlemen at the table with their angel investors, you know, it's all, you're gonna give me the peppermint.
You're going to get the peppermint patty.
Peppermint patty,
Yeah.
that'll work.
Chocolate love is all we've got
Right.
here tonight.
Thank you.
John, Creative Director of JDK, a very successful advertising and public relations agency here. You're the Creative Director, spent some time in London, and you've worked for places like Virgin Atlantic Records, MTV, VH1, something I'm sure that a lot of the students can certainly relate to. I bet that over the years in a business such as yours, you see it evolving and changing so much, especially with like social media and things of that nature, going from standard print or from TV. And how does a company like yours adapt and look for students for assistance?
We watch everything that's going on, and then we hopefully look to the people in this room to teach us.
Yeah.
Because we're kind of the old guys right now.
You're the old guys with it?
Yeah. So we're looking for new blood. We're looking for people all the time, and always keeping our eyes open.
And some of the companies that you folks represent currently right now?
Some of the companies?
Yeah.
Oh man, now you put me on the spot. Microsoft, 7th Generation, Spider, Skiware, Burton, Forum.
Otter Creek too, right?
Otter Creek, not so much anymore, but we're working right now in another beverage industry, can I say, with Alan Newman.
Oh, no kidding. Okay, good. So small companies, local companies, and then big worldwide companies.
Yep, from local to global. We like the local more because we can walk or drive.
Yeah.
Rather than fly and stay over.
Well, welcome. Thank you for being here. And Lori, a mom for a Champlain parent. Yeah, your child graduated in
2001.
2001, so
Not
a few
so much
years
a
ago.
child, right?
You're the one who had to key me in on this, what the
Yeah,
P14
right, exactly.
was.
The P14.
I thought that's what I was rated tonight. I didn't know.
Not so good.
So what's it been like to have a child here, and they've graduated and gone on, and how successful has that career or education been for them?
It's been phenomenal. I mean, my daughter actually worked full-time as a Champlain student and managed to excel here and continues to excel in the work world. So it's pretty exciting.
And where's she working?
Agri Mountain Coffee Roasters.
Oh, and what does she do there?
She's manager of the benefits programs.
Wonderful. Wonderful. All right. Well, there's our celebrity judges. I think they deserve a round of applause. I think we're going to give the microphone over to the two guys in the colorful caps over here. We've got Dave and Dave. The other Dave couldn't be here, so they found a substitute Dave. The new dean here. How's life here at Champlain College been? Since July, right?
Since July, finer than frog hair. Think about that. It's so fine you can't even see it.
I guess so,
And
yeah.
as I always say, it's another sunny day in Vermont. The sunniest winter I've ever spent in my life. I love being here at Champlain College. I love being with these great students, these great faculty right here, and great colleagues. And there's nothing like it. It doesn't get any better.
And you came from Kettering University.
Kettering University, the former General Motors Institute in Michigan.
Yeah.
That's right. Another professional school.
There you go. There you go. And we have Dave.
Dave Moe.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The hairless accountants. We've got them tonight. There they are.
That's why we have the visors
Yeah.
for the glare.
We're gonna call you guys Double D this year. It's to protect them.
So we think the peppermint patty should really be going to the scorekeepers.
Oh, really? For all the adding up, we're going to put this microphone right here so that you folks can go ahead and interact while we go on. We've got Andrew Dickerson is up here. He's with CW Stageworks, and he's going to be operating the lights. This is our elevator right here that the students will be coming in and doing their pitch. And when they come in, there will be 90 seconds up on the clock that Pat has over here. The clock will start once they get inside. The lights will come up as such. Just like that, and their pitch begins. When the clock gets down to 20 seconds on the clock, you're going to hear a sound that goes like this. And students, that means it's time for you to go ahead and start your wrap up. And then at the 0, you will hear.
It'll just go dee-dee-dee.
How's that go again? Wait for the dee-dee-dee, dee-dee-dee. Oh, it's catchy. All right, so that's it. And you folks all understand what an elevator pitch is. Is there anyone here in the audience who doesn't understand what an elevator pitch is? You all understand? So that means I can go up to any member in the audience here and ask right now. That's very good. And I'm going to start with this gentleman right here. What is an elevator pitch?
An elevator pitch is generally executives going up in an elevator and maybe an entrepreneur of some sort pitches an idea or a concept and hopefully gets their attention where they may have not had the opportunity to do so.
Do we have a peppermint patty for this man? There it comes, right there. Very nice. Eric Ronas, good to see you. He's the coaching judge. How'd the students do this year?
Very well, a wide spectrum from students who are incredibly confident and like, I just fell out of bed and do this naturally, to some students who were clearly petrified and forced themselves through it. And it was, we forget sometimes how much courage it takes to get up and do something like that.
Yeah, it truly does. It truly does. Well, your help, I know, is very beneficial to them. So thank you for being so active with this. I think it is time to go ahead and start this year's elevator pitch. You guys all ready out there? Yeah! Yeah, students, are you ready? All right, then. Here we go. Our first group up is the nonprofit and social advocates. Each of the social advocates will meet and pitch the following suit. Won't you please welcome to the stage the suit, Bob Block, known as Mr. Philanthropy. Come on up here, Bob. He's a well-known philanthropist and an owner of a successful company. Last month, you may have attended a fundraiser in Burlington, which he helped organize. All right, you ready for this?
Oh, yeah.
To begin year number 5? All right. That lucky student is Griffin Fargo. Griffin, come on down. Nice to meet you, Griffin.
Nice to meet you as well.
All right, Griffin is an electronic game design major, class of 2013, from Westford, Vermont. Very nice. He will be pitching the Diapet, which this is really interesting, a device which will help educate children diagnosed with diabetes, encouraging positive behavior and management through the use of interactive games. Very interesting. Do you know someone, or do you have diabetes or know someone with it?
Yes, I do. Multiple people in my family have been diagnosed as well as live with the disease, and it's partially my inspiration as well as just wanting to give something back. It was the spur that led me to the path, I guess.
That's amazing. Good for you. You ready to get in there?
I certainly am.
All right, Griffin, give it a whirl.
All right. Okay. Philanthropy, right?
Yes.
We met about a month ago up at Fletcher Allen. You were holding that conference fundraiser for diabetes and awareness with children.
Yes.
If you were at the emergent media technology table, if I remember correctly.
Yes, I was. Boy, good memory.
You gotta have a good memory in the business that I'm in, which is electronic game design. And I actually can't imagine how serendipitous it is to get into this elevator with you right now. I've been spending the past 3 years of my Champlain career studying exactly what your table was all about. Emergent media technologies in which you can educate someone passively through the use of engagement in games. And what I've narrowed this down through my own life experiences is creating a Tamagotchi combined with a glucose pump and maybe even throw in a pedometer in there. And you encourage kids to manage their diabetes in an effective, fun way. You teach them positive physical activities which they can engage in every day, and you give them great feedback for doing encouraging things in their life to create a sustainable lifestyle for kids with diabetes. And what I'd really love to get from you or ask you is maybe for a meeting, maybe sometime next week, I'd love to shoot you a proposal, a possibility to go where we could go with future development with this idea. I just think that it really has the sky's the limit, and the kids are our future, so we need to give them the best tools.
Yeah, send me that. Send me the proposal. I'd love to see it.
Here's my card. Thank you.
Oh, great. Yeah. Here's mine.
Have a great day. It was great to meet you. Thank you.
Nice job. First one out of the gate, how'd it feel?
Horrifying.
Horrifying? You did a great job.
Someone's got to take the fall, so it works well.
You know what I loved about it is you were very calm. You got right in there, and you recalled where you met him exactly and how it played into your entire pitch. I really like that. And when the buzzer went off, you knew exactly how to just go ahead and end that conversation and wrap things up. I think you did a great job, don't you?
I appreciate that.
All right. Judges are scoring right now, and I think it's important to note just how the judging is going on for each of the students. They're evaluating on content and delivery. They can award a maximum of 60 points. Dave's helped me out with this. 60 points for content and 40 points for delivery. That's
100.
Thank you, Dave. That's 100 points times 9 judges, or a maximum total of?
900.
Thank you, Dave, number 2. Okay, judges, you got the first one in? All good to go. All right, let's welcome down Kristen Alakwa. Kristen, I'm gonna have you stand right over on this side. Class of 2012 from Guilford, Connecticut. She has been pitching an idea for a nonprofit organization aimed at providing support systems and awareness for individuals on the autism spectrum who are transitioning or presently enrolled in higher education institutions. Yes, I got that right?
You did get that right.
Did I get the last name right?
Yes, you did.
Alakwa?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Probably the hardest part.
Can you say mine?
Kavanaugh.
Very good, very good. You ready to pitch?
Yeah, I think so.
In you go.
Hi, I recognize you, Mr. Antherfy.
Yes.
Hi, you were at that seminar at Champlain College last
yes,
week
yes.
about fundraising for nonprofits.
Yes.
I was there. It was really fantastic. I'm a student at Champlain, actually. I'm a social work senior, and I'm also interning at our career services office this semester.
Great.
It's so fortunate that I run into you, actually. I'm a disability advocate, and after graduating this spring, I plan to establish a nonprofit of my own to provide comprehensive support systems and awareness for autistic spectrum students in higher education.
Tell me more. This is interesting.
Well, one of the things I'm working on in my internship is to expand our resources for students with disabilities and differences. And unfortunately, there's a distinct service gap for students on the spectrum who are considering or presently enrolled in post-secondary education. And this is despite the fact that nationwide enrollment rates for this population are increasing at colleges and universities everywhere.
Yeah.
So my organization aims to change that. I think it's really important for these students and their families to have access to adequate resources, information, support systems, to explore their educational options and to feel like they can do it. One of the things that my nonprofit will provide is we're going to establish a database of education institutions that will, provide accommodations for these kids. So yeah, that's it. I know you're incredibly busy, but would you be willing to meet with me sometime and potentially discuss some fundraising strategies for getting started?
Well, sure. Sure, I can. I'll try to fit you in. Maybe just contact my office next week.
Okay, cool. I'll give you a call on Tuesday.
Great.
Here's my business card.
Okay, yeah, here's
Thank
mine.
you so much for speaking with me.
Yeah, here, just call.
Perfect.
That number is probably the best.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Here's
nice
your
to meet
I gotta
you.
go.
Yeah,
Thank
take
you.
care.
Take care.
You just want to get out of here, don't you? The judges want to have one final look at you while they're preparing all their scores and everything. And I have to ask you, knowing that the autism population is definitely increasing, we've heard reports, we've seen studies. What inspired you to work on this?
In high school, I actually did a lot of volunteering working with students across all disabilities and differences. And the autistic spectrum in particular was very interesting to me. I find it fascinating. These students have so many gifts and skills and things that they can offer to colleges and universities and the workplace as well. So it's just a matter of getting resources to them so they understand that they can do it.
That's wonderful. Kristen, thank you very much. All right, please welcome Alyssa Neville. Here she comes. Alyssa is a graphic design major, class of 2012 from Longmeadow, Massachusetts. She'll be pitching a nonprofit book sharing program. The program is for elementary age school children and is internationally based. It is intended to promote multilingual and cultural awareness. How are you going to do that?
I'll tell you.
You're going to tell us? You're not going to spoil it right now?
No, it matches school children, and they swap books, and they read the books and translate them. And so they learn the language through children's literature.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Did I spoil your pitch?
No.
Not at all. Yeah? He doesn't pay attention. I know that guy. You ready to do it?
Yeah.
Okay. Have fun.
Hi,
Hi, Mr. Anthropy?
Yes.
Hi, my name's Alyssa Neville. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I actually saw you speak at that fundraiser last week.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
Yes.
I loved hearing all your stories about your travels. And one of my personal favorite parts about traveling, believe it or not, is being in airports. And yeah, strange, I know. But I love seeing all different cultures interact with one another and hearing all the different languages being spoken. And I think it's a problem, actually, that American schools don't focus on teaching foreign language like schools in other countries do. So for the past 4 years as a Champlain student, I've developed this nonprofit called Cover to Cover. And what it is a book sharing program that uses, the way it works is actually really simple. You take a group of school children in America and you match them with a group of school children in a non-English speaking country, and you unite them and create this dialogue based off of a children's book. Because I really believe that children's literature acts as a window into a child's life, just like language acts as a window into a person's culture.
Absolutely.
So,
Great idea.
thank you. So by utilizing this parallel, I think that we could allow the students to learn a new language, but also learn a lot about a new culture that they wouldn't have otherwise been exposed to. So
It's a great idea. I mean, it's a natural.
thank you. So I was wondering if you had any resources, mostly in the realm of international contacts,
Few, yes.
that could definitely help me get this going. So here's my business card. Could I maybe have your information?
Yeah, and let me give it some thought, because I'm sure I probably have some, quite a few people who would
Great.
probably be interested. Yeah, just give me a call at that number.
Okay.
And, yeah, I'd love to talk to you some more about it. Yeah, that's great.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Cover to Cover, the real name of it. Yeah? Yeah, have you launched any part of this?
Yeah, as a design major for my senior capstone project, I designed it and printed it and started making advertising and promotions for it.
So it's already underway. You've got passion and drive behind it already. That's wonderful. Good for you. Thank you. Good job. Another graphic design major, Eric Pollock, is making his way down here from East Montpelier, Vermont. That's a hell of a commute, huh? You're going to be pitching Legend, an initiative that aims to get youth outside and being creative through what can most aptly be described as monster adventures. Monster Adventures. I think you wrote it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it was well written. You ready to try?
I'd love to.
Get in that elevator.
Mr. Entropy.
Yes.
Hi, it's nice to meet you. I'm Eric Pollock.
Nice to meet you.
Well, I just read an article you wrote about childhood obesity.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Big problem.
yeah. What's more is actually I have this idea that you're absolutely going to love.
Go ahead, shoot. I'm ready.
All right. So, well, we know that childhood obesity is a growing issue in America. And one of the real issues is technology. Kids are addicted to video games and they're staying on the couch. Well, my idea uses technology to inspire kids to go outside and be more creative.
Tell me more. I got to hear about this.
The program's named is Legend. And so say you're one of these kids who finds the web page or you download the app.
My nephew.
Yeah. Very soon you find out it's a game, but in order to play it, you actually have to go outside on one of these hikes. And these hikes take place at monster sites all around Vermont, located in state parks.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Very.
Well, you go on the adventure, you go with your family, you come home and you're encouraged to share your adventure. Maybe you have a drawing or a short narrative, and you can upload this and put it online for the Legend community.
Did you think of this?
Yeah, I mean,
It's a
thank you so much.
wonderful idea.
Here's a card. Please feel free to contact me.
Okay.
I'd love to get another set of eyes from someone I know who really cares about the cause, and I have this business plan that I'd really like to send over to you.
Well, why don't you just, here, let me give you my card. Why don't you just email it over to me, and then maybe we can get together and
Perfect.
talk
Thank
about
you
it.
so much.
That's great. Nice to meet you. Yeah.
Yeah, take care.
That was a lot you had to get out.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you think it went for you?
I mean, I like the project I'm working on. I like, talking about it, and, Bob's a nice person to talk to.
He's all right. Yeah, he's all right. You know what I like about it? I like about the involvement in the Vermont State Parks, involving them, getting not only the kids out there, but getting the families out there. It's almost like a scavenger hunt, it sounds like.
Yeah.
In many different ways.
That's the idea. Hopefully,
Pretty creative, so it keeps them involved in technology, but also gets them some exercise and outdoor adventure.
Yeah, tricks them into actually doing something good for themselves.
There you go. Nice work, Eric. Thank you.
So much.
Take care. Michael Schnook, come on down. A marketing major of 2014 from Bethel, Connecticut. I love the last name Schnook.
Oh, thank you very much.
Do you get like Snooky and Schnookums? And
I got them all.
you get them all? What's your favorite?
I mean, I wouldn't say Snooky. Jersey Shore kind of ruined my life.
You know what I'm talking about there, huh? What's your favorite though?
I don't know. I just like Snook.
Snook? Yeah.
Very simple.
Yeah, I like that. All right. You'll be pitching his own nonprofit foundation, the Michael W. Schnook Foundation, which provides a mentoring program for youth in the foster care program. Very nice. Ready to go?
Yes, sir.
Off you go.
Excuse me, Mr. Anthropy?
Yes.
Hey, how are you? I'm Mike Snook.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hey, I attended your lecture not too long ago at Champlain College.
Yes.
And, you know, it really moved me. It meant a lot to me. And afterwards, I was going to go over and talk to you, but, you know, I missed you. So instead, I went home and I did some research on you. And I learned that you did a lot of work with underprivileged children.
Yes, that's my passion.
And, you know, me too. And I would like to work, you know, under the same cloud, but mostly with foster children. And, you know, this really means a lot to me considering that I myself grew up in the foster care system.
Really?
And, you know, it's really difficult to see kids that grow up in that system make it to college, be successful, things of that nature. And what I'm trying to do is start a mentorship program where people can go in, like me, people who've gone through it and been successful, to come in and, you know, kind of give these kids some guidance, help them cope with the fact that they are away from their families. And, you know, show these kids that working with the system get you a lot further than working against it.
That's a wonderful idea.
Oh, thank you very much. And you know, right now I have a plan planned up with a few other people, and you know, it's a little rough. I was going to see if maybe I could give you a plan that you could critique. Maybe I can get your email address, and then I'll send that to you, and you can point me in the right direction.
That's a great idea.
All right,
And I
beautiful.
commend you. That is wonderful. Just send it back.
All right, and here's my information, and I'll be contacting you soon.
Well, it's a pleasure. Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, take care.
Have a good one.
We got some Snooki fans up there? Is that what I was hearing? Yeah? Look at, they keep coming in here. All right. Doing this through finding mentors out there. That's really neat. I mean, obviously, the work in this kind of field is very inspiring to many people, just because they really feel that they can give back and offer something to someone who may not be, who's kind of had a rough life in many different ways.
And this is why I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
Because I knew that I've done it myself. I know how difficult it is, but really, it's not an easy process to get out of that on top. I've managed to do it, and I would love to actually, and I'm actually trying to do this. I'm working through the civic engagement program with Mr. Dodson to try and get this out there so I can actually reach these kids and make a difference.
That's amazing. Good for you, man. I wish you the best of luck. Our final, how you doing over there? You doing okay?
Doing great.
You got it in you for one more?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right. Let's bring up Emily Swan. Hi, a psychology student.
Yeah.
You can probably figure that out over there. You've been trying? Class of 2012 from Purcellville, Virginia.
Yep.
Is that like Sarah Purcell's hometown or something?
No, I don't know.
I knew you were. She will be pitching the idea for a preschool where students primarily learn outdoors. Kind of like through activities and things like that? Or?
Yep, and creative learning and interest-based learning, and I'll tell you about it.
You're going to tell us all about it? Yeah. All right, well, get right in that elevator.
All right.
Good luck.
Hi, Mr. Anthropy?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Emily Swan. I'm a graduate from Champlain College. I just saw you speak at the fundraiser the other month.
Yes.
I really agree with what you said about the need for innovative education. And for me, you know, I think we really need it in early childhood development. I've been working in preschools for the past 3 years, and I think the problem is there's too much academic structure. And, you know, kids at this age have a huge capacity for creativity. And I'm not sure if you've heard of the models that they're doing an outdoor-based preschool in Scandinavia.
No, but I know my grandson would love it.
Yeah, it's
Outdoors.
awesome. They're seeing a lot of success. So the idea is kind of, outdoor-based activity and education, and meets kind of, the preschool curriculum. So really, it can encourage creativity, interest-based learning, free thinking, and kind of an interdependence that I think children really need. And I'm really excited about this idea. I'm working on a curriculum right now. I would love to get some feedback from you.
Well, I'll tell you, do you have a plan?
I do, yeah. If I could send it over, maybe get your business card and
Yeah,
get in touch with
absolutely.
you this week.
It sounds very interesting. My grandson would be perfect for this program, believe me. Here, just send it to that email.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited. It was great to meet you.
Well, nice to meet you, Emily. Yeah.
All right, have a
Good
great
luck
day.
to you. Yes, take
Thanks.
care.
I picked up on something because I was not a student at all. Too much academic structure.
I think so.
Amen to that. And that explains a lot about me right there. How'd you feel about it?
I felt good. I think it's a really good idea. I don't know. I've been working in preschools, and I think that the kids are kind of stressed out with too much academics, and they're too young for that. They need some creative thinking. They want to be outdoors, and there's not enough time for that.
Let me ask you this, especially as you're talking about younger ages, but as you get a little bit older and like into the high school, teenagers like to sleep in, right?
Yep.
Is it too early to ask them to go to school at 8 o'clock in the morning when their mind might not really be thinking and in full process?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Good answer. All right, good job. Nice job. Yeah, Mr. Philanthropy, everybody. Judges are finishing tallying up all their scores, but now we ask you, the audience, to go ahead and play along. You all received a clicker when you came in. What we want you to do is take out that clicker. In your program, you'll see a number designated to each one of the students that have just come up here and placed their pitch. This is where you go ahead and choose who you think did the best job. Now, your scores have no effect on what the judges are scoring right now. However, the audience pick will receive a special prize. So go ahead and click in those numbers right now. Number 1 is Griffin. Number 2 is Kristen. Number 3, Alyssa. Number 4 is Eric. Number 5, Snooki. And number 6 is Emily. All right, so go ahead and click those in right now. We also have some door prizes that we want to go ahead and award right now while we're tabulating all those scores. And those cards are where, Pat?
Dave is getting them.
Dave is getting them. We're going to go ahead and pick some two out of the drawing, so we hope that everyone filled something out before you came in. The first is a gift certificate donated by Paxton Hall, owner of Pax Tunes. And those are coming down. I'll tell you about the second prize while we're waiting for those cards to come down, and that is a certificate donated by Shelby Dickinson, owner of Be Cozy. And we've got them over here in the popcorn bowl. So, Pat, why don't you go ahead and pick one out for us? Popcorn? And we've got Rebecca Alarium. Aldrich works too. Yeah. Rebecca Aldrich. Very good. Okay, you can pick up your prizes in the lobby afterwards. Why don't you go ahead and pick one for us, Martha? Thank you very much. And we have Jessica. Say it again. Shockman. Okay, Jessica Shockman. She knows her last name. That's good. That's worth a prize right there. Good job. All right, judges, how'd you feel about it all? Yeah?
Yes, awesome.
Awesome? Anything outstanding that stood out to you? I like how, the mic, I know that we've got a mic up here, but I wasn't really picking up on it, but I love the clarity and how everyone was really just pushing through, and I love the passion that they're driving.
I thought they were all very, very connected.
Very connected?
Very connected.
Yeah.
Each and every one of them.
Each and every one of them?
Really came across in what they were saying.
Yeah.
Was nice, but they're connected to what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Very, very committed.
And a lot of that is that passion that's in them. This is their idea, and it's born of them. So they want to just drive it as best that they possibly can.
Passion comes from the inside.
That's right.
And sharing that passion with a personal story is really convincing.
Which we heard a lot of. We heard a lot of personal stories with the diabetes, with the social working, things of that nature, and that really does help quite a bit in there. Scott?
They do their stuff.
Yeah.
And it's okay to go in, you can see the nerves, and that's, nerves good, it keeps you a little bit edgy, but trust yourself. Just be confident, be aware of your positioning with the individual. Just do great. Like I said, the passion.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're ready for our next round. Are you guys ready?
Absolutely.
All right, let's go ahead and find out what our next category is. I know that we need to be bringing up a new suit, and that suit is Ian Mortimer, also known as Mr. Rolodex. You are heading up the job and intern seekers. All right. Mr. Rolodex is an executive at a recruiting firm. He knows virtually every human resource director in your field of interest and is a frequent speaker on career management. You're a busy man. You probably remember his keynote speech at last year's job fair on the Champlain campus. I bet we'll hear that reference. What do you think? All right. All right, so you're all set in there? You ready to do this? Okay, let's go ahead and bring up our first student, and that is Lau Dolo. Lau Dolo, come on down. Lau is an accounting major, class of 2014, from Monrovia, Liberia. Liberia is the oldest independent nation in Africa. It was actually founded by the free slave for the U.S. Liberia and was at war for 14 years and is at a stage of recovery right now. Yes? Okay. We have the first female head of state in Africa, and she will be pitching about getting an accounting internship for the summer. And accounting is actually truly a passion of yours, isn't that correct? In fact, I was told that the chaos that you left behind in Liberia, that accounting was the one piece that you were able to find. Is that correct? I think that's amazing. I hate math. I don't know how you do it. How do you find peace in that?
Because I'll explain.
You'll explain? Well, go right ahead then. Good luck to you.
Hello, Mr. Dix.
Hi.
My name is Lau Dolo.
Nice to meet you.
I attended your event at Champlain College where you spoke about creating future opportunities for young accountants.
Yeah.
It was really inspiring because I'm a second-year international student, majoring in accounting, and I'm looking for an internship this summer.
Okay.
I grew up in Liberia, and I always dreamed of going to college and having a professional degree. So I work very hard towards my education. I won a scholarship to study at St. John's Very Academy in Vermont.
Great school.
There, I fell in love with accounting. And for the longest time, I didn't know why. Now, I know accounting is what I want to do. In accounting, everything is organized, orderly, and balanced. The complete opposite of my chaotic childhood in Liberia because of 14 years of civil war. I found peace in accounting, and I love doing it. I've taken 3 accounting classes, earned a GPA of 3.4, and I've been working on my resume for this internship.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I would really appreciate it if you can take a look at my resume and critique it for me.
I would love to.
May I contact you?
Absolutely, yeah. Let me grab a card for you.
Thank you.
Just email it to this email. We'll take care of it.
Okay. This is my information too, and can we schedule an appointment to meet and discuss more?
Absolutely. I'll reply with some options.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You love it because you found order and balance in accounting, something that you couldn't find in your homeland.
Yeah, on the wall, and there's a lot of confusion, and so.
And because of the structure that you find in something like accounting, it just kind of gave you that whole peace of mind. That's wonderful. That really is. Thank you very much. Wow, everybody. Ariel Grover, come on down. Hello there.
Hello.
How are you? Good, how are you? You are from beautiful Arlington, Vermont.
I am.
Home of Rockwell.
Yes.
Yeah, have you ever seen the house? You must be.
I have. I actually have a dozen of the paintings throughout my house. My grandma owns a motel in Arlington.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, so a couple of her friends and like her mother's friends have actually been in some of his paintings.
Oh, and were some of his models then?
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Wow, that's wonderful. I read a wonderful book called The Unknown Rockwell, and it was about the next door neighbors of the Rockwells that was written a couple years ago. And it was fascinating learning about all the different models and how often he would reuse them over time. Yeah, very interesting. You are a 2013 psychology major, and you'll be pitching yourself as a candidate for an internship at Truex Collins, a company which provides expertise in architecture and design.
Not so much anymore.
We switch? We got a game switch?
I do have a game switch.
Tell us all about it.
I mean, you'll hear about it in like a couple of moments.
Okay.
And I bet it'll be even better when I do it there than right here.
So I don't even need this.
No, you can toss it.
I'm gonna, all right, off you go. Good luck.
Hello, Mr. Dex.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Mariel Grover. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm a junior at Champlain College, and I'm interested in ergonomics and productivity in the workplace. And I know that you're an expert in that field because I've read some of your articles, and they're so informative, and they've just given me so much knowledge to hang on to, and I thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you for the compliment.
Not a problem. So you're probably wondering why I'm so interested in ergonomics.
Yes.
So as a psych major and as a student sitting in classrooms throughout the 15 years that I've been in classrooms, I've noticed that there are some classes that I feel way more comfortable in and more productive than in comparison to other classes where I'm not getting as much work done.
Absolutely.
And I've noticed that it's not just my professors who might be doing a bad job or a good job, but it's also the way the environment and the surroundings affect the way I do my work and the way my peers do their work as well.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, I've also done research not only on your articles, but I've stumbled upon an internship that you're having.
Yeah.
I know that you are working with a team and you're looking for an intern right now to do some more research and figure out how to make students more productive in the classroom.
Absolutely.
I would love to discuss more about this with you, and I would love for you to choose me as your intern, and I'll give you my business card.
Okay, you will.
And I hope to get yours in return, and we can go over this later on and figure out why you want to choose me.
Excellent.
Very good. Nice game switch. Nice game switch. I liked how you sucked up to him about his ergonomics and productivity and everything.
I do what I can.
Yeah, well, you did it very well. And did you say that you've been going to school for 15 years?
I just kind of threw out a number, but I did say 15 years.
Because I went to Champlain.
That's about right, though. I'm a junior, so 3 years in college, 12 years.
Oh, I thought you just talking, because see, I went to Champlain for 15 years. And I only got an associate's.
I hope you liked it.
Yeah. Oh, I think you did a great job. I like the idea of it, and it's bringing out more productivity in students. Isn't that correct?
Yes. And students in more of the workplace as well, because I think that it's important, especially with social networking nowadays, that we get the amount of work done that needs to be done. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Good for you. Thank you, Ariel.
Thank you.
Please welcome Tito James. Hi, Tito. How are you? Good. Good, thank you. Nice to meet you. You're a game art major, class of 2015 from Wellesley, Massachusetts. And you'll be pitching yourself as a game artist to a creative director.
Yes.
Okay, so making games then.
Actually, I specialize in assets. They're not necessarily characters or backgrounds. They're the things that actual characters use, like weapons, armor, vehicles, stuff like that. Not everybody knows that. I thought I'd just let you.
No, I think that's very helpful because all of that is needed within inside the components of each of these games.
Yes.
It's key components to it.
Very good.
All right. Well, let's see how you do inside.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Aren't you Mr. Rolo Dex?
Correct, yeah.
Hi, I'm Tito James.
How you doing? Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you friended me on DeviantArt.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember you commenting on my painting of the cyborg. You compared it to the art style of Samurai Jack.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Oh yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, you're going to be using that art style in your next Dragon game.
We're thinking about it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was a big fan of your previous Dragon game, and I'd love to work as a game artist for the sequel.
Okay.
Well, I'm sure that you're swamped with concept artists and stuff like that, but I'd like to work for you as an asset artist.
Oh, interesting.
I specialize in assets like vehicles, weapons, and armor, and I use shape, color, and lighting to make objects feel as alive as the characters that use them. And I remember you saying something to the alumni at Champlain College that you value getting the best work from the amount of time spent on a project.
Absolutely.
I value that as well. That's why I thought I'd let you know that I'm prompt, efficient, and I love to get feedback.
Great.
So why don't I give you my card, and again, make an opportunity to drop by Moonstaff Incorporated and show you some more of my work and see if I would be a good part of your team.
That sounds great. Would you like a card?
Yes, please.
Okay, yeah. Shoot me an email and we'll talk.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Nice to meet you.
I consider you were very efficient in there.
Thank you.
You still have 7 seconds. Anything else you want to add?
Oh, I like your tie.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Best time spent on a project. I like how you rolled some of the different things that he had said in the talk back into your presentation for you. And I have to tell you, I'm very jealous of the hair.
Yeah, I get that.
Nice job, Tito. Few good ones so far, huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Judges, is this tough? Wicked tough? Yeah. Wicked. You're trying to be hip. Take off the bifocals. I don't care, you're not writing me a check. All right, let's bring down Brittany Leaning. Brittany Leaning, come on down. Brittany is a marketing major with an advertising focus, class of 2012 from Hampton, Massachusetts. You'll be pitching herself as a candidate for a social media coordinator position at Razorfish in Chicago. Why Razorfish?
I mean, I sort of switched it up a little bit now, too.
You too?
Started out, it was a position to Razorfish, but now I haven't interviewed the Razorfish, and I'm just seeking advice.
Seeking advice?
Yes. So, Razorfish, I don't know, it's a digital agency. I like digital marketing, so, and I like Chicago. It's out.
Chicago's a great city.
Love it.
Yeah, and social media is not going away.
I don't think so.
No. Are you a tweeter and all that?
Oh, yeah. Twitter's like my best friend.
Oh, really? How many tweets have you done?
Far too many.
Really?
I can't even count. I don't know.
Like hundreds?
Thousands.
Thousands? Really? How many followers?
I don't know.
Come on, you know. I know how many Facebook friends I have.
It doesn't matter. The numbers are, half of them are fake anyway. Half of them are like whatever.
Half of my friends?
No, my friends.
All right. Well,
Fake programs.
all right, you ready to give this a try?
I suppose so.
Off you go.
All right.
Are you Mr. Rolodex by any chance?
I am.
I actually read about you in that magazine. Yeah, that business magazine. You're the lead social media recruiter for Chicago.
That's correct.
Oh, it's so great to finally meet you. My name's Brittany Leaning.
Oh, nice to meet you.
It's great. I absolutely love what you do. I am so passionate about social media, and I think it'll play a great role in the future of marketing.
Absolutely.
I actually study marketing at Champlain College. I've been there for the past 4 years. I'll be graduating in May, and and I'm sorry, I lost my place. And I think that marketing is the future.
You think Chicago?
I think Chicago's great, and I really want to be in Chicago because I love this city and I love marketing, and I think that it's interesting how marketing is no longer a monologue, but rather a dialogue.
Oh, interesting.
And I think social media has played a big part in that, and I really want to get more involved with social media.
Senior, you said? I'm a senior, yes, that's correct. I would really love to get some of your advice. I really want to apply to the social media coordinator position at Razorfish.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping maybe we could sit down for coffee sometime just to discuss social media and where the future of marketing is heading.
Love to, yeah. You'll be in Chicago soon?
Yeah, definitely. So here's my business card.
Great.
Do you mind if I take yours as well?
No, absolutely. This is official out here.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, good luck
It's
with
so great meeting you in this elevator.
Look forward to meeting you.
Great, thank you.
So great to meet you in an elevator.
Yeah, it's so great.
It's amazing who you bump into.
It's so great. I know.
I like what you said. Marketing is now a dialogue versus a monologue. Yeah.
I definitely believe that. With social media, it's crazy because a brand can communicate now with the consumer and vice versa. I wanted to say in that elevator.
Well, you know what? You had a little hiccup in there,
Yeah.
but I like how you controlled it. You recomposed yourself, and you went right back after it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I felt really good. I think it was a very strong ending.
Thank you.
Yeah. Nice job.
Thank you.
All right. Next up is an accounting major for the class of 2013. Jennifer Martin, come on down. From Walden, New York, she'll be pitching herself as a possible candidate for a summer internship with a Big Four accounting firm. She will illustrate her passion for accounting and why she would be a good fit for one of these well-known companies. Yeah? You're loving the accounting.
I do.
Yeah, do you know Lau?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
She's gonna be my roommate next year.
She is?
Uh-huh.
And you're just gonna like count what, like the ceiling tiles?
Maybe not, but we'll have class together, so it's good.
You have class together?
Yeah.
Well, I'm interested to hear how you're gonna do this pitch. You ready?
Yes.
All right, good luck to you.
Hi, Mr. Dex.
Yes.
Hi, my name's Jennifer Martin.
Nice to meet you.
I heard your interview this morning on the Howard Stern show.
Okay.
And I have to tell you, I was blown away to hear somebody talking about jobs in the accounting field on the Howard Stern show.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it made me so happy because I have to tell you, I love accounting. And people ask me why all the time because they think it's black and white and boring.
Right.
But I can tell you why. When I was in high school, I took tons of math classes, and I loved them. But that was all theory. And I mean, I like to bake. I'm a hands-on and practical person. So when I finally took that first accounting class, it just clicked. And I just kind of went with it. So now I'm at Champlain College, and I'm going to be going into my senior year. I also have a 4.0
Wow.
and an internship at a captive insurance industry.
Good for you.
There, I do a ton of client work, and I think that I'm ready for one of those Big Four summer internships.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, I've been doing a ton of research, and I think that you can help me.
Okay.
I was wondering, would it be possible for me to email you my resume if you have free time, just critique it a little bit?
Absolutely, yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like we're coming to your floor. Could I get your card
Absolutely,
so
yeah.
that I can send it to you?
Grab one. Just want to email it to me right there. We'll be in contact.
Okay, and here's my information as well.
Great.
But it was nice meeting you, and I hope you have a great day.
Thank you very much. Look forward to getting the information.
Thank you.
You did great. You walked out of the elevator. Was it?
Oh, yeah.
I think she did great, don't you guys? Yeah. I like how you said that in high school that you took tons of math and you felt it was all theory until you got to accounting and then realized it was something completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that really is true. That's how you felt when you started taking accounting.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You also said that you are you have a 4.0 GPA.
Yeah.
I think that deserves a round of applause. I think that the only way you could count me as a 4.0 is if you took like each year individually and added it on top of each other. It may come close to a 4.0, I don't know. But good job for you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. One more. Here we go. Let's bring Will McHugh down. Here he comes. Will is from Manchester, Massachusetts. He's a psychology major, class of 2012, and he will be pitching himself as a candidate for a full-time inside sales position.
That's right.
What type of a sales position?
Well, right now I'm looking for hopefully going in as inside a business-to-business sales position at a company that would hopefully promote selling sports products.
So sports is a passion?
Oh, yes.
Do you play basketball by any chance?
Actually, that's the thing. I always get, and I always disappoint everyone by saying that.
No?
But I definitely, sports has been a huge factor in my life, and I think if you can sell something, might as well do something you're passionate about.
Absolutely, that's right. And that way it helps funnel that dream of yours and keeps that passion moving. I know I've used passion a lot tonight, but that's really what a lot of this is all about.
Yeah.
All right, get on in there.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Mr. Dex, my name is Will McHugh.
Will, yeah.
I actually recognized you because I saw you on The Daily Show the other night.
Okay, yeah.
I loved that show, and I loved how you presented your book, The Psychology of Sales.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's actually really relative to me because I myself am a senior at Champlain College, psychology major, and I'm looking to be working in sales after I graduate. Now, what I love about sales is, through my experiences, I really think it's all about relationships. It's all about your interpersonal skills and how you relate to the customer. Because if you don't relate to the customer, then you're not doing the right job. And the thing is, it's not about how many times I sell a product, it's about how many times the customer comes back and buys from us.
Absolutely.
And so what I can offer as a sales employee is I have experience. I've had 2 internships where I've done over 1,000 cold telemarketing calls to various people I've never met and probably will never meet. And I'm also reliable. I never missed a day of work in my internships. And I'm enthusiastic. I love sales, I love psychology, and I love sports. And if I could work for you in selling athletic gear, I think that I would be one of your best employees.
Interesting. Compelling.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And so today I was wondering if you would be able to look at my resume and hopefully give me some feedback and see where it goes from there.
Absolutely.
So here's my business card.
Great.
And you mind if I have yours too, please?
No, absolutely not. There you go. If you just want to shoot me your resume, we'll take a look at it.
All right, wonderful. Mr. Dex, it was a pleasure meeting you.
Likewise. Good luck there.
Have a great day.
Well, yeah, that was nice. You sold yourself in there. I liked it. That was really good. Like you really hit the pitch. You talked about one thing that really hit me was the interpersonal skills and how you can relate that to the customers. And I think that's really important and so important in business today. When I went to school here, I went for hospitality management, and that was one of the key driving forces and things that I really took from that. And when I went and did my internships during my college career here, that was one of the things that I really took away from it all, is just that interpersonal skills and stuff like that. Yeah. Now I don't give a rat's ass, but back then, no, I'm just kidding. You did very well, though. Good job. That wraps up this part of it. Will, nice job. Way to go, Mr. Rolodex. Good job. All right, audience, go ahead and get your clickers out right now. Take a look inside of your programs. Number 1 for Lau, number 2 for Ariel, Tito's number 3, Brittany's number 4, Jennifer's number 5, and Will is number 6. We're going to go ahead and pick a couple of different prizes, and I'm going to ask Scott to go ahead and draw the first one. This first one is a gift certificate donated by The Lodge, which is a new benefit corporation owned and operated by the student entrepreneurs. The Lodge is located in the Fireside Lounge at the IDX Student Life Center, and Scott has picked Caitlin Cleary. Woo! Caitlin's a happy girl. I'll give that to Pat so you can pick up your prize afterwards. And we'll come over to Don and ask Don to go ahead and pick the next one. This is a t-shirt donated by Brian Como, owner of Borderline Designs. He is a student entrepreneur here, and it is Erin Burke. Right next to her. Look at that. Erin Burke, and I'll give that over to Pat. Judges, how did we do this last time? John? Yeah? Yeah. What are you finding about some of these students? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Lori, as someone who had a child here at the college, and knowing that she had to go through this very kind of thing, what are you thinking about these students as they get into that elevator and do what they do?
I'm impressed with how prepared they are for a serendipitous meeting.
Yeah.
I think it goes back to what you're saying about passion. If you don't believe in what you're promoting, it's very difficult to make a compelling argument. I think they're doing a great job.
Yeah, I agree. I have to agree with you. We've got all the scores in. Accounting, how are we doing over there? Double D's, good? We're good to go? All right. We have one final section, and that is the entrepreneur section, and this is my favorite part because she's back again. She's as lovely as ever. It is Miss D Pockets. Here she is, Monier Greenbaum. How are you? In she goes. Miss D Pockets is an angel investor. We could have just left it at angel. Who has a history of identifying promising young entrepreneurs and backing their ventures. You may have met her last month when she gave a lecture as part of the BYO Biz Speaking from Experience series. What's the magazine you're carrying? Ah, Business People. All right. So we don't want to see you reading that in case any of the students come in, right? So they have to really keep you like enthralled, right? Through the whole process? All right. We have 7 contestants in this category. Once this is done, this is the final one. The judges will be tabulating out the final scores, and then we'll be going ahead and awarding out the prizes with Scott Carpenter and President Finney. And we ask that all the students definitely stay around afterwards because we do want to get your photograph afterwards, and there's a reception for you right after as well. So let's bring up our first person in the entrepreneurs. That is Nick Foley. Yo! Nick is a marketing major, class of 2014 from Northborough, Massachusetts. Lots of folks from Massachusetts, lots of students, right? All Massachusetts, raise your hand. Yeah, all right. He will be pitching his business, Nico Group? The Nico Group, and seeking an investment. Oh, I see, it's off of your name, right? You added a no. Oh. Yeah.
Well, actually, the story, if you want to hear it was Nick Company, like Nick space CO, but we had some marketing brought up and it was too expensive to have Nick space CO, so we just dropped it to Nick with the O, and we saved him a little money.
There you go. You're a true entrepreneur already.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, get on in there. Good luck to you.
Hi, Mrs. D Pockets. Hi. Hi, how are you? I'm Nick Foley. I'm a marketing major here at Champlain, and I was at last month's Speaking from Experience event where you gave a speech. Your speech really motivated me and really got me thinking about my future. I, like yourself, am a young entrepreneur. At a very young age, I started a landscape business, and I've kept it going every year since. Right now, I run the back office from here in Burlington, while my crew is in Massachusetts providing service to our customers. Owning a business over the years has taught me 3 important things. That is the importance of creating and maintaining strong business relationships, keeping accurate and up-to-date information, and providing quality and dependable service that your customers can count on. And as you can imagine, exceeding in all 3 of those categories is a logistical nightmare. That's why I've decided for my next business venture, I will look into the feasibility of creating a logistical company. The idea being my business would give small independent contractors and small mom-and-pop operations the leg up over their big-name corporate competitions. We would provide the assistance through logistical supports by implementing an integrated website that could use smartphone technology that would allow, for example, for my business, that would allow the crew to show up to the lawn, input when they've provided the lawn, and then submit the information right to the website. And this provides accurate and up-to-date information, and it's much easier to handle all the operations. And it'll allow the entrepreneur and the business owner to really focus on building the relationship with the customer and providing quality service because they're not worried about the logistics hassle tied behind.
That's very interesting.
So I have a rough business plan that I could have faxed over or emailed to your office,
Certainly.
and I will schedule a follow-up meeting.
All right, very good, Nick. It was nice meeting you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Go, man. Why is it important to be involved in the small, you talk about the small, the mom and pop operations.
Oh, well, I'm not sure on the exact number, but it's like 80% of our economy is small business, so if we can tap into that market.
It's kind of endless as far as the number of leads that you can go after and work with on there.
Exactly.
And definitely building into the whole social media aspect
Yeah,
is,
smartphone technology and everything like that should really help.
and it's amazing what you can do on the smartphone these days. What's the craziest app that you know out there right now?
I'm the worst person to ask for this. I don't know, I play Tiny Wings.
Tiny Wings. That's hot. I have no idea what that is. But you know, I just downloaded an app that I thought was really unique. It's a business card reader. So, and it was $7, but it was worth it. You just take a picture of it, and it automatically formulates it back into Outlook for you and throws it right in. So when you sync with your Outlook, boom, there it is. And I think that's great. Yeah. Nick, I think you did a great job in there. Nick Foley, everybody. All right, let's bring Nate Getzow down. Here he comes all the way down. Nick is a game production major, class of 2012 from Doylestown, Pennsylvania, and you'll be pitching drunk. Oh, from Doylestown? Okay. I was going to say, what are the odds? Yeah. How big is Doylestown? Oh, really? So there's a chance. Do you know that guy? You should get to know him. Yeah, you should. All right. You are going to be pitching Drunk, which is a bar arcade in Burlington aimed at college students and post-grads. Yep. And that's going to be the name of the establishment?
Yes, that's the name.
Okay. Is it an acronym for anything?
Nope.
No?
Well, there's Drink downtown, and they play board games. We're drunk, so we play arcade games.
All right. Perfect. All right. Let's see how you do. Good luck inside.
Mrs. D. Pockets, you know, I just finished reading your book about, you know, sustainable agriculture and sustainable beverage within Vermont. I realized there's a way to support the community and source locally, and it's a barcade. It's called Drunk. So let me run you through this idea, because not a lot of people are familiar with barcade. So we source all our alcohol locally from local brewers, and we source all our video games and arcades from indie development teams. Now, we give back to the community by taking a huge chunk of our profits. We're still a for-profit business, but we are sustainable and for the community. So we take our profits and we put it back into Kickstarters to help start other companies so that they can start going. Because, you know, a lot of people have some really good ideas. It just takes a little extra kick to see how far they're going to go. So I know that you have a lot of connections over to a bunch of different local distributors. So I was wondering, could I give you my business card and maybe we could talk about connections to different distributors?
Sure, I'd be happy to meet with you. Thank you. Very nice. I should probably give you my card so you can be in touch with me.
Yeah, that'd be great.
There you go.
Thank you.
It was very nice
Nice
meeting
meeting
you. Take care. Thank you.
I have to go. You have to study? Is that what it is? Ah, all right. Well, I think it's a very interesting concept. Yeah. Drunk. Yeah. Would you go? Yeah? All right. Let's bring our next one down. Kelsey Hall is a marketing major for the class of 2013. Hello again. Good to see you. Yeah, it was very nice meeting you earlier. Yeah, very outgoing. I got that from you. I loved your personality right from the moment you walked in here. Yeah. Well, thank you. You're from Charlotte? Yes. So you're a Vermonter?
Indeed.
All right. I'm a Vermonter as well, too. We're rare.
We are.
Yeah. How many native Vermonters out there?
One.
Oh. Yeah. We're in the 802. No, I shouldn't do that. That's as bad as me taking off my bifocals like Scott. Okay, you're pitching a comfort food cafe in Burlington.
Yes.
Like macaroni and cheese and shepherd's pie and all those things?
Absolutely.
So we're going to be hungry when you get out of the elevator.
The mac and cheese with bacon and caramelized onions.
Bacon and caramelized onions. Mm-hmm. All right. You might have to make a delivery to Key Bank.
All right.
Yeah, okay? Good luck.
Thank you.
Hi,
Mrs. Pockets? Yes. Hi, my name's Kelsey Hall. Hi, I actually saw you at Champlain last month, and you were giving a talk at Speaking from Experience.
Oh, yes.
And you're talking about niche markets in the restaurant business and how there's still room for a profit. And that really resonated with me because I'm actually in the restaurant business.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I've actually been managing restaurants since I was in high school. And that I've been living in Burlington for 3 years. I've seen this big hole in the market for comfort food. So, sure, there's wings and there's pizza, the same old, but that gets boring after a while, and it's kind of expensive for college kids to afford.
Mm-hmm.
And so, say, do you like mac and cheese?
My husband definitely does.
Oh, well, then he would definitely love mine. So once a week in my dorm, I cook for my roommates, friends, and dorm mates, mac and cheese with bacon and caramelized onions. And this has gotten really popular. There's a line out my door around the corner. Like, kids are eating it up. They love it. And I'm totally pumped that they love it, and I've written a business plan. And I would love for you to take a look at it, especially in the financial area.
Sure.
And so if I could have your card, we can set up a meeting sometime.
Sure. I'd be happy to exchange my card with you.
Thank you so much.
It was my pleasure.
It was great meeting you. Have a nice night.
Well, thank you.
You gave the pitch on the mac and cheese again. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Is that your specialty? Yes. So comfort foods like that, it obviously offers the comforts of home, which is appealing in itself to a business like this.
Definitely.
Yeah, and I like what you said that during high school you were managing restaurants. Since high school, so you've been involved in the hospitality industry for a while. What restaurants locally have you been involved in?
I worked with the Daily Chocolates in Virgins, Vermont.
Okay.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good for you. So this is definitely a passion of yours, the whole food industry.
Yeah.
And you're so skinny, I hate you. Yeah. All right. All right, well, good luck. Nice job. All right, Tyler Holt is coming down right now. Tyler Fan Club is in the house. International business major, class of 2012 from Boxford, Massachusetts, and you'll be pitching the Vermont Magic Bus.
Oh, yeah.
Probably can be interpreted a couple different ways in Vermont. Yeah, we're launching on April 20th. Okay, it's a restaurant on wheels which operates out of an old school bus and sources most of its food from Vermont. It would operate in the spring, fall, and, I love this part, could travel the New England area catering to festivals.
Well, I just kind of gave away my pitch, but yeah.
Well, go get the magic bus, man. Let's go. All right, get on in there.
Oh, excuse me, Mrs. Pockets.
Oh, yes.
Hi, I'm Tyler Holt.
Hi,
I'm a student at
Tyler.
Champlain. Remember about a month ago, I saw you speak about how you've come up in the restaurant business and
yes.
you've acquired several businesses, and now you're a successful angel investor. Yeah, well, this is quite a coincidence because I have a great idea of starting my own business. It would be a mobile restaurant. It would operate out of a bus, kind of like Beansy's over by the police station.
Oh, yeah.
And my key competitive advantage would be sourcing my food from local farmers and organic, playing that whole local movement, which I remember you mentioned is poised for growth and already obviously has a huge stronghold in Vermont. And it would be called the Magic Bus, and I could travel to festivals and, cater to that niche market. And ultimately, my plan would be to vertically integrate the business by acquiring greenhouses and land so I could grow my own produce and food and control my inputs, so I wouldn't have to really rely on purveyors as much. And I could also sell extra crops and make more money that way.
That's terrific.
Yeah, and I could even, outfit the bus have it run on biodiesel, maybe put some solar panels up on it, and really make it green and, appeal to that market. So is this something you might be interested in speaking with me further about?
Sure, I'd be happy to speak with you.
Nice. Well, if I could just get your information, I'll give you my business card as well.
Just send me an email and we can set up a time.
All right, sounds good.
Very
Thank
nice
you.
meeting you. Take care.
Have a good night.
Nice and calm. You're smooth in there. Yeah. Keeping it local, I think that's important. Yeah, and supporting local, and then the idea of being able to acquire land and do it yourself. Where did you come up with an idea like this?
Well, I mean, I work in a restaurant, I cook, and
And where is that?
I really like to farm as well. It's Church Street Tavern.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And I have a friend who works over at Skinny Pancake, and they do a similar thing. They would actually be a key competitor of mine.
Yeah.
And they, they source locally. And
Right.
That's their big thing.
Yeah.
But
And that's the thing in Vermont that you see that because Vermonters are so proud of that fact and keeping it local. And by doing something like that, you know that you would probably have that support group built right from the get-go.
and the industry is obviously, poised for growth. As
Yeah.
I mentioned, and the whole New England area has a lot of festivals.
Oh, yeah, it does.
People would like the Magic Bus.
Yeah. Coming your way, April 20th. All right. Thanks, man. All right. 3 left in the category. Will Mercer is coming down right now, though. Will, have you done this before? Just once for the semifinals? You weren't here last year then? No? Okay. Gilsum, New Hampshire. Where's Gilsum? A speck on the earth outside Keene. Really? All right, you're graduating in 2015 for sure? Okay, all right, that's good. You'll be pitching an example of how a small business, Good Vibes Inc., can use networking to further their growth as a business. Good Vibes Inc. Good Vibes Inc.
Yeah, I-N-K.
All right. Keep it fresh? All right, pitch away.
All right.
Good luck.
Excuse me, are you by chance Miss Potts?
Oh, yes.
Hi, I'm Will Mercer. I sat in on an event that you hosted at Champlain College last week,
Oh, yes.
and a lot of your ideas on networking really resonated with me. And that's because I own my own business called Good Vibes Inc., and what we do is we sit down with local businesses and organizations, and we come up with designs that really are going to try and represent their business, whether it's in a logo or an event coming up. We really just try and focus on getting our designs to really culminate all that the businesses are and really just try and get the personality of the businesses into our designs. And we actually go through the whole process of designing these, and we take a very slow process so we know exactly what our clients need. And then we actually silk screen or print these on t-shirts or stickers or other promotional materials. And we just try and disperse those to get them a little bit more of a foothold in the local market. Now, at this point, you're probably thinking, this guy wants my money because you're, you're Ms. Pockets and you're a local investor, but that's not what I need from you. I would love your help networking my business. Because you have your hands in so many local businesses and investments, I would love it if I could just sit down with you at some point and talk about my catalog and take you through it. And if you like what you see and you see that I'm telling you the truth, I think that some of your businesses can really benefit from my work. So what do you say? Do you think you could take my card and I could get yours?
Sure. You can just send me an email and we'll see if we can get together.
All right, perfect. It was really nice meeting you, Ms. Richards.
Thank you.
Nice, Drew. That was good. Networking, really important to you.
Yeah.
You understand the importance of that and the value of something like this.
Yeah, especially in the business world, like dog eat dog.
Yeah, and you knew that that's where she really excelled, or one of the areas that she excelled, so that's what you really wanted to try and tap into.
Yeah, it's a little bit unique, and that's what I'm going to be approaching my business with. So that's what I really want to do.
And helping other businesses out by fresh logo designs and work, something that John Siddle with JDK, that's something that they're very used to doing with all of these different businesses.
Yeah.
You might want to go and tap into that guy afterwards, too. Good job. Drew Vath, come on down. Here comes Drew, is a business major with an entrepreneur focus, class of 2015 from Winchester, Massachusetts, and will be pitching a business idea. Hi, how are you?
Great, how are you?
Good, thanks. You're going to be pitching an idea for a core snowboard shop in Burlington. Are you a snowboarder? Favorite mountain?
Sugar Bush, actually, if you like it.
Really? You liking Sugar Bush? Why is that?
I like the park, and I also like how close it is to Champlain.
Yeah. Perfect, man. Have you skied out west?
Yeah, I have, but I thought you meant like best on the East Coast because out west is just so much better. It's not really comparable. But I'd have to say out west, probably Powder Mountain Resort in Utah, my favorite resort.
Yeah? So you've done some traveling then with this. Good for you. It helped you build this business idea then, right? All right, well, we're excited to hear about it. Get on in there.
Hi, Miss Pockets. My name's Drew Vape. Nice to meet you. I'm a graduate student at Champlain College with a degree in entrepreneurial business. I saw your speech at the Global Industries meeting last week, and I really liked your point about the opening of new markets. It actually gave me a great business idea that is a guaranteed success. If you haven't noticed, Burlington has a huge skateboarding and snowboarding community, yet there isn't a core combined snowboard and skateboard shop in downtown Burlington. Sure, there is Maven Skateboard Shop, but they don't sell any snowboarding merchandise, and the products they do sell are very high priced. And yet, there is Ski Rack, and their products are very high priced as well, and they mostly cater to the skiing community. Also, myself being a snowboarder, if I was going to buy a new snowboard, I'd much rather buy it at a core combined snowboard and skateboard shop rather than an overpriced ski shop like Ski Rack. This brings me to my next point. I plan on opening my own core snowboard and skateboard shop in downtown Burlington that really gives great customer satisfaction. I plan on selling high quality products at a relatively low price from a variety of brands such as Enjoy, Baker, Venture, and many more. Thank you. And also, I'm going to build a skateboard ramp in the back of my shop to give customer attraction and also give off a friendly, inviting, and local vibe. I could really use investors like yourself to get my company off the ground. I believe that my business plan will give you the incentive to invest in my company. Here, take my card.
Very good. Why don't I give you my card? That way you can make an appointment.
Thank you very much. I will email you my business plan in the
Sounds
morning,
terrific.
and we can talk from there.
Very good.
Thank you very
Nice
much.
meeting you.
Yeah? One of the things I liked about the feature of what your shop is going to have is you're going to build this park out back so that people can give it a try. Absolutely, because they're going to want to come and try it out. What better way than to, yeah, it'll be kind of like the place to go to.
The place to be.
Yeah, which I think is great. And I'm sure you have some ideas on how you're going to remain competitive in pricing in compared to some of the other higher price stores that you mentioned in there. Yeah, Drew, you did a nice job, man. Let's hear it for him. All right, let's bring Russell Whitehead down, a psychology major, class of 2013 from Denville, New Jersey, and he'll be pitching Bollyflix, a movie streaming service in India. Bollyflix. Yeah. Yep. You really developed this? You got this whole idea schemed up?
Yeah, me and my roommate were just, I don't know why we started talking about stuff like this, but it was just this idea.
The Bali dancers and all that stuff, man? Yeah. Why India, though?
I mean, it's a huge country. It's one of the most populous countries, and they don't really have stuff like this yet, but they have the capabilities to.
So is it almost going to be like a Netflix, but?
Pretty much, yeah.
Really? Okay, because nothing like that exists over there to your knowledge.
No, not yet.
No kidding.
Yeah.
You could make a mint.
I know, that's why I'm pitching this idea.
Do it, man. Get in there.
Oh, hi, Mrs. Pockets. How you doing? Russell Whitehead. We met a couple of weeks ago at a talk you did at Champlain College. I also recently read one of your articles about internet use in developing nations, and I have an idea that I really think you'll like. So imagine Bollywood meets Netflix.
Love it already.
So one of the biggest movie industries in the world meets one of the fastest growing internet user bases in the world. So Indian films for Indian people. And I've lived there in India for almost half of my life, and I really know this market, and I know what these people want. And I feel like a service such as this would flourish in this country. So as far as how we're going to do it, I have a team right now that is capable of developing the hardware and the software necessary to stream this. And we also have, I personally have connections to Bollywood producers that have connections into different studios, and so licensing wouldn't be an issue really at all. And I really think that this would just be explosive in this industry. And if you have a card, I'd love to show you my business plan.
Of course, I'd be happy
And
to.
here's my card.
Very good.
And, yeah, have a nice day. Thanks.
Very nice meeting you.
You too.
Good job. Yeah, that was cool, man. So you actually have connections over there?
Sure.
Yeah? Yeah? Yeah, I think it's a really unique idea in the fact that you say that it doesn't actually exist over there, a Netflix style or this red box versions or anything like that, because it's ever changing and ever evolving, and to be able to mainstream movies into a populated country such as India, you're gonna be a rich man.
I hope so.
Yeah, good job. Russell Whitehead, everybody. Thank you. Monira Greenbaum, everybody. Let's give her a round of applause. All right, judges are tallying up their final scores right now. That means you, the audience, goes ahead and pick up your clickers and go ahead and vote. The names and numbers are right there inside of your program. Number 1 for Nick, number 2 for Nate, Kelsey is number 3, 4 for Tyler, number 5 is Will, number 6 for Drew, and number 7 for Russell. That concludes all of our finalists. I think the students all deserve a big round of applause. We also want to acknowledge many of the campus departments that helped collaborate for tonight's event and making the elevator pitch such a success. BYO Biz Program, Career Services, the Center for Service and Civic Engagement, Oral Communication Lab, and the Office of Advancement and LEAD. Let's give them a round of applause. Judges, judges, judges. Which category? Was there a certain category that you found to be, that you favored more just because it related more to your business? Dawn, knowing that you're an entrepreneur, was there one that really stuck out to you, a particular group?
I definitely enjoyed the entrepreneurs. I think that Ms. Kelsey needs to introduce herself to Mr. Carpenter on the end and discover the Key for Women program. It is a wonderful way for women to grow in business. And I was actually really excited by Lau and her accounting internship coming back to the other side. That was exciting for me as well, but I enjoyed the nonprofits too. So this was an exciting bunch.
A little sampling out of everything.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Karen, what about for you?
Well, actually, I enjoyed the internship pitches the most. I thought they were articulate and able to describe why they should be hired.
Yeah.
And I felt that in the other, and this is not a knock on anybody because I'm a harsh judge, because this is like a busman's holiday and I do this for a living, right? I get to critique what people do. So I thought the entrepreneurs and the nonprofits had trouble kind of describing how they differentiated, really setting their business apart in a unique way. I think that's just a general comment.
That's good feedback. That's good feedback, and I'm sure the students really appreciate something like that. Well, the judges are finishing up here. We'll ask a couple more judges. Tom, over to you. Anything that stuck out to you over the course of the evening?
Yeah, well, I enjoyed the entrepreneurship, not because the presentations were any better, they were excellent all the way across, but just because it's more like what I've done. I wish I had been nearly as energetic, confident, and organized. It's a great tribute to Champlain, the way that they're
To be able to
able
have
to
something
do
like this for the students to be able to utilize is
absolutely.
amazing.
I mean, it took 20 years of making mistakes to get there. And I don't think I'm there yet. So whether it's the admissions office that did a great job in bringing these people in, or the training, I'm sure it's both of them, they did a wonderful job. And it's good to see how far along they are, and that, you know, nothing guarantees success in entrepreneurship.
That's right.
Yeah, but they have a leg up, and that's great.
That is great, yeah. Jeff, any closing thoughts?
Well, given that I've spent my life working with entrepreneurs before I was an educator, but so I thought all the groups tonight were very impressive.
Yeah.
And I wish them all well. I think their courage of showing up down here was very exciting to see. And when it was open tonight, you know, it does give you great faith in where this wonderful country is moving.
Absolutely it does.
And I applaud all of you for doing what you're doing. And for the
Yeah, absolutely. It is. It's intimidating, right? I mean, you're here in front of a distinguished group, a panel of judges. You've got a pretty good size audience here. You're going up against your own peers. The college president is right over there.
That's intimidating.
And then you've got the light inside this magic box right here, and it's go. Yeah.
I
think
thought
you guys
some
did a
of the
great
new
job.
exciting things, given I'm the old guy here graduating in '68, and some people were born after that, but it's really exciting, everything that's going on. So
Some people graduate before that.
Yeah, we match up well.
All right, how are we doing over there? We've got it? The envelopes are ready? All right, here come the double Ds. Nice job, thank you very much. The accounting firm of Double D. I'd like to invite President Finney and Scott Carpenter up, and we're going to go ahead and award out the prizes. You brought the checkbook, right? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I got to remember how we do this. Do you remember how we do this? You what? I know. All right. We're going to start with the nonprofit and social advocates, and I know that we've got the certificates over here. When your name is called out, come on down, and I know that does the photographer want to come a little bit closer and have their picture taken with President Finney and Scott? And where would you like them to stand so it's best for the lighting? Right in there? Okay, so the student will come right down in here. Okay, we're going to start with the audience favorite. The audience favorite, and this is, what are they winning, Pat? Okay, so this envelope right here. Gift certificate to the farmhouse. The audience favorite in the nonprofit and social advocate, and definitely the person with the best name, Michael Schnooky! What's that? This is audience favorite. So he's getting this right here. Yeah. Turn right around for your picture. Oh. He does get that. Yeah. So this one goes back here, and we'll go through this category. Yeah, we do. I need a drink. Oh, is my mic on? Third place in nonprofit and social advocate, graphic design major, graduating 2012, Alyssa Neville. Second place, Emily Swan. Oh, that's mine. We're giving away a car? I had to outdo you, Scott. And first place in the nonprofit social advocate, graphic design, graduating in 2012, Eric Pollock. Yeah. Nice job, Eric. So job and internships? Okay. Next category is job and internship seekers. The audience favorite, Lau Dolo. In third place, Accounting major, Jennifer Martin. And in second place, I know she just sat back down, but we're going to bring her back up, Laudolo. Accounting is your piece? Really? Wow. And first place in the job internship seekers, a game art major, Tito James. All right, the final category, entrepreneurs. Your audience favorite, Kelsey Hall. That macaroni and cheese. Look out. In third place, international business major Tyler Holt. Apparently, Kelsey, you forgot something down here? Yeah, because you won second place. A reminder, all students, we want to have your pictures taken down here on the stage level afterwards. We want to thank, we have one more award to present out. We want to thank all of you for coming out here tonight and supporting the students and being a part of this. And of course, a big thank you to our celebrity judges for this evening. I think they deserve a round of applause. First place in the entrepreneurs, a marketing major graduating in 2015, Will Mercer. Thanks for being here, folks, and have a good night.